A lot of men don't have the options they want, and that's just the reality of it. And so when they don't have the options that they want, it's called settling. Maybe you've heard women talk about the term settling for less. And it's not just women who settle. Men do it too. Men who live in the same city all their life, or in the same state, or in the same neighborhood, their options are very limited. And if you lived in Birmingham, Alabama, or Dothan, Alabama, or places like that, your options could be limited too. And you could end up being the boyfriend of Carlee Russell.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Now, we all know who Carlee Russell is. Carlee Russell is a lady that, well, she faked her own kidnapping. And while she was kidnapped, or allegedly kidnapped, her boyfriend was on her side. Now, the boyfriend was there on her, to her defense. And, he was really speaking for her. However, it was alleged that he was cheating on her with a stripper. And that could have been the reason that she went away. And he was worried about her. He was fighting for her rights and stuff like that on Instagram and everything. But then this happened.
Well, this week, her attorney released a statement saying that she was sorry for making up the entire thing. She's facing 2 misdemeanor charges, and some think that that is not enough.
Judging from the amount of phone calls and emails that we've received from people all over the country, I know many are shocked and appalled that Ms. Russell is only being charged with 2 misdemeanors, despite all the panic and disruption her actions caused.
Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall says that his office is planning to monitor the investigation, and Russell could face more charges, more serious ones, depending on what they find. We'll keep you updated.
Carlee got found and then went to jail. And then it made not only the family of Carlee Russell look bad, but also the boyfriend. Now, Dr. Umar Johnson still believes that there might be some truth to this. And hey, he feels that she might still have been kidnapped. Check this out.
I want to say this, though. I have to say this. If Carlee is guilty, Carlee owes us an apology. Carlee needs to get involved as an activist in Black female sex trafficking and childhood abductions. But we have not yet heard from Carlee. We've only heard from Carlee through her parents. Until I hear from Carlee directly, I must keep the option open that there's a very strong possibility she was kidnapped, but because of the outcry for her return, she was allowed to return under the threat of death or punishment if she reveals any details about what happened. I'm only saying that because I'm not understanding why we haven't heard from her at all. We haven't even seen her except for the alleged video camera footage of her coming back home. So until we see her, I must entertain the possibility that this was an actual kidnapping and that Carlee was returned because those involved didn't want to get exposed, but she's being forced to confess untruthfully that she was kidnapped in order to protect her life and the life of her family.
And that's interesting, Doc, because you said until you hear from Carlee Russell, who still hasn't spoken publicly about it, then you would believe her. But isn't it interesting that the boyfriend no longer believes her? How do we know? Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Here is a flyer that's going down technically Thursday, August 3rd. Rewind Thursday, search and rescue. That's the boyfriend going to be hosted in Atlanta, looking for ladies to booty clapping sounds. Yeah, this promoter says Carlee, the guy is done with her. And if you look at this Instagram post, it says Carlee Russell ex-boyfriend is coming to Atlanta to find love. Next post. And that's what he's going to be doing. Now, his ex-girlfriend is out on bail. She faces charges of lying to the police about being kidnapped and causing a national search, which then took away police attention from, doing the real things the cops are supposed to do. So what happened to Carlee? Well, not only is Carlee going to be facing charges, she officially is dumped. But why? Let me tell you this. Number one, this guy has gotten into a market he's always wanted to be in, which is Atlanta. You see, Carlee Russell is a okay looking young lady, but a guy like him is looking for bigger fish to get. And once he's found out that you're a liar, hey, it's time for him to get his swerve on. And that's what they're doing, search and rescue. It's called searching for some new chicks and rescuing me from a liar. But I just want to say something that many people probably can't get with or even agree with. Do you know how many guys wish they could be him? Search and rescue and get away from who they're with into a bigger market. And see, this is what a lot of ladies don't know. You know, a lot of guys are there dealing with a lot of ladies that they have right now simply for the fact that they just haven't been in a position to get to someplace else. That's the reason why. You know, maybe that was the best that he could do. But once he could do better, guess what? He did. And there's so many guys out there that feel the same way, but they're just waiting for the perfect opportunity. And I just want ladies to understand that, you know, you can't have the attitude that for whatever reason, you know, you're God's gift to this person or you're God's gift to that person or anything like that. No, I just don't believe that. A lot of men would do the same exact thing that he's doing, which is searching and rescuing and getting away from somebody else. That's what a lot of guys want to do. Hell, some of our dads want to get away from our moms so they can what? Search and rescue. And the one thing that I want to say, and that this guy is going to be able to prove, is that there are plenty of fish in the sea. You see, guys, I want to do this real quick. Story time music. So guys, check this out. I know you live in a community or in a city that you might hate, but I would challenge you to do one thing. That one thing is to always have a positive outlook. Even if right now things are not going your way, there's always more fish out there. And I know that some guys don't like, you know, the quality of ladies that they have, but all it takes is something small that happens and hey, it can help you out. See, Carlee Russell doesn't even realize what she just did was pretty much put him in a position to replace her with a lot better looking women, a lot more attractive women, and women that have probably a better mental state. And that's how it is when you improve yourself, guys. When you improve yourself and you're a guy that's a hot commodity, you will also experience the same things. So somebody like Carlee Russell, who you were in love with 3 weeks ago, next month, nobody even worried about her. And that's how real it can get. The girl that you're worried about right now, I can assure you, you won't be worried about her much later once you get your stuff together. And once you get your stuff together, you're actually going to find out your real value when you're searching and rescuing. And I always want you to keep that positive outlook about yourself as a man. Just because you're in a small city, just because you're in a small town, just because you're in a place that you pretty much can't stand, it doesn't mean that you can't swing the bat. Your time is still coming. And always remember this, fellas. It's not where you're from. It's where you're at. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.